So y'all asked for more context of me doing these tendencies and hearing commentary. So the next player on the Chicago Bulls that we are doing is Julian Phillips. As you see, I changed his attributes, his badges, his tendencies, his peak, his vitals, and all that. And his build name is lock and board midi score. Three things that he's best at is perimeter defense, rebounding, and playmaking. I have him as a 73 based on from what he did last year with the Bulls. Jumped up, but it's not saying much. But when you watch how he is, he's still a young player from Tennessee. So we go to his, I'm show you his vitals, what his position he plays and etc. Like peak start age and peak end age, potential, minimum potential, max potential, bust, average, his boom. And these stuff are very crucial for when if you're playing my league and simulating into the near future with these players because some of them, depending on what type of team they're on, if they're like is a lot of superstars or star players, he might never ever reach his potential. So you want to keep that in note. So as I'm going down, I'm showing you his play initiator, 3-point cutter, isolation wing, handoff receiver. So here's his attributes. He has a 70 driving layup, 58 post fade, 50 post hook, post control 60. Now his drop out 62. Now people are saying some of the stats are low, but remember I am making the game these rosters to where it's realistic. Most of the stuff that you see on the default 2K roster, people's tendencies and attribute ratings are just jacked up too much, and that's never really a good thing. Where if somebody has a 99 draw foul, there's not too many people that will always get a 99 draw foul. And with that in the game, if you play with the default sliders, a 99 draw foul, you're gonna get a foul call every single time, and that's not good if you want the stuff to be realistic and be based off of how they play in the season. So close shot 68, mid range 70, 3-point 68, free throw 78, ball handle 66, pass IQ 68, pass accuracy 60, offensive rebounding 60, standing dunk 60, driving dunk 55, shot IQ 74, his pass vision 62, and his hands at 70. On the defensive side, 68 defensive rebounding, 62 interior defense, 70 perimeter defense, 48 block, 56 steal. Speed 70, speed with ball 64, vertical 64, strength 62, stamina 84, hustle 78, agility 66. And durability a lot. This matters too because as you're simulating, nobody's really Iron Man like LeBron and all that. So his head 90, neck 88, back 85, shoulder 86, elbow 85, hip 84, knee 80, ankles at 82, left leg and the right leg are both 81, and max durability is 82. Mental pass reception 63, defense consistency 72, of defense IQ 66, and offense consistency 70. Tangibles 46, and potential is 80. And as we get to the tendencies, one thing I'm gonna show you guys is that um so his base is based off of Julian Phillips. He's one of those young Bulls players still finding his offensive rhythm, and he's athletic. He's very athletic. He's 6'8" forward. He thrives off of energy plays, spot ups, and smart cuts. And I built these tendencies to capture exactly that. He's not a star volume, but he's a developing two-way wing who fits natural into a modern sim style offense in the modern era. So everything you see here follows the sim save logic I use across all the players, meaning each number reflects how often you realistically perform an action in real life, not just what looks cool. These are balanced for CPU logic, so he'll drive, cut, or shoot based on context instead of forcing bad looks or over dribbling. I built this set from his 2024-2025 preseason and early season film. Mostly catch and shoots, hard baseline drives, a smart defensive rotation. He's a low usage connector piece, and that's how he'll play in the simulation too. So I'm gonna show you his tendencies first, and then the first thing I'm gonna show you is his. I'm gonna start with his shooting tendencies. So as you see, and I'm gonna go in further detail. These are his shooting tendencies. All right. Now I'm gonna give you some context. With his shooting tendencies are spread realistically, mid-range at 40, threes at 35 to 40 overall, and strong spot up bias. His off-screen shots and pull-ups stay low, so the AI uses them only situationally, which makes the scoring feel organic. The step through and drive pull-up mid tendencies, both 25, each reflects his controlled balance jumper when attacking closeouts. He's a catch and shoot threat, not a pull-up scorer, and this sets nails in the distinction, right? So now I'm gonna show you his layups and dunks, and I'm gonna go more context into this too. But here are the numbers. And his driving layup at 35 with floater at 18 makes him a simple athletic finisher, not a finesse guy. Crash tendencies is at 45. Shows how active he is around the rim on second chances, right? The Euro and hop step layups are kept under 10 so that you won't see weird animations. All this gives him a grounded but impactful finishing game. Now we go to the drive, right? Here's the drive setup, and you see these triple threat moves, right? But next, the drive setup, which is for him, his triple threat package I made it to where it's realistic for a young role player. Jab step 25, pump fake at 30, idle 45, and no setup dribble 55 means he's mostly catches and goes. That's how you keep him over dribbling. That's my bad. That's how you keep him from over dribbling 2K Sims. He reacts instead of over creating, right? So now we go to the driving. Here are the driving numbers. And one thing for him, for the driving, I made sure that his drive is set at 40, showing that he'll attack when the lanes are open. But he won't be spamming drives like a shot creator. He's attacked strong drive at 60 keeps him aggressive once he's downhill, finishing through contact when he does goes. The right side drive bias at 55 matches his real life comfort, attacking that direction. Smarter drill move tendencies, crossover at 30, spin at 20, and hesitation at 20. It shows he'll play within his lane, using one or two max moves before committing. That's a combination that I believe keeps him fluid but not flashy, right? And then we go to the passing. So for the passing, you see the distant open man. Here are the numbers. The passing is solid but not flashy. Distant open man is at 40. Lets him make right reads without hijacking the possessions, and it's crucial you don't want to have it to where this number is low, like too low, because if you have it like let's say in the tens or the 20s, the AI you don't want to have it too high. The AI won't like make the right reads, and they won't pass the ball. They'll be like ball hogging. So his flashy and alley oops or passes are low because he's not really somebody that's going to throw lobs as the main person of the offense. He's a secondary connector than a playmaker, right? Next is the post game. And I'll let you see these numbers. So for the post game, his tendencies are too low to moderate. Post up 25, face up at 30. Let him occasionally exploit switches, right? Especially against smaller defenders. Everything else, hook, fade, hop shots, stay in the teens. My bad. So he'll only go in this situationally. It's enough to trigger post footwork animations while making a post hub. Next is the freelance with the shot touches and everything. So for this, I made it to where his freelance tendencies tell the CPU how he fits into the team flow. His shot tendencies at 50 and his touches at 45. It basically he's a role player. It puts him as a role player usage level. You don't want people that's role players like having the basketball in the hand and too much and shooting too much. He's a role player. He's a young player trying to develop his game. So his transitional spot is at 35, and it lets him feel the wings probably in fast breaks, right? The ISO number scale with matchup difficulty 40 for the poor defender, down to 10 for elite, showing a realistic confidence curve that I'll have for him. And the play discipline is a real key factor in this game because some players' play style off the tendencies, if it's too high, it breaks the tendency set. For certain people, you have to get it and adjust it correctly because everybody plays basketball different. Everybody shoots different, right? So for this, the play this one is the key. It prevents forced shots and keeps them within the offensive system. Now we'll go to the defense tendencies, and I'm gonna wrap up the video, right? So passing to interception, you have all these numbers, and one thing for this is his defensive tendencies make him exactly what he is. He's a versatile wing defender. Contest shot 65 means he'll challenge without overfouling, and pass interception 30 gives him enough anticipation to disrupt lanes. Block and on ball stay balanced around the 20-25 range to make his length and timing. The foul and hard foul tendencies 25 to 15 make him physical without being reckless. The higher you have the hard foul, you do not want that too high because you have animations where you be just pushing people out the air, and the higher you have it in the games on defense, you have it too high, people will be getting I can't talk. Flagrant fouls, and he'll get ejected out the game. So you know it's a good thing I have these stuff balanced for y'all when y'all playing and putting this on. So into conclusion, I gave y'all a realistic young role player in Julian Phillips. He's athletic, disciplined, and defensive minded. In the simulation that y'all run in my NBA, who will run the floor, spot up, and defend without breaking the offense. If you're doing, to me, if y'all doing a my NBA rebuild or custom roster, this is how you get the CPU to play him the right way. Athletic energy wing still developing touch, but locked in defensively and smart in team structure. So guys, I wanna thank y'all a lot. And before I finish, here are his badges. You got bronze bailout, bronze box out beast, bronze break starter, bronze challenger, bronze layup mix master, bronze off ball pass, bronze paint prodigy, bronze post fade phenom, bronze rebounds chaser, and bronze set shot specialist. Man, remember, if some of y'all looking at this stuff and it's too low, this is coming from a realistic simulation. This is not arcadey. This is realistic. This is going based upon what he averaged and how he played last season with the Bulls. So remember, this is his second season. So in his second season, he averaged 4.6 points per game. He had 2.1 rebounds, and you see his field goal went up, 3-point went up a little bit, free throw went up, and he's averaging 14 minutes into the team system. He uh, see his fouls per game. He had more points. But yeah, this is coming from a realistic approach. I'm not making everybody on this game does not deserve to be 99s like how 2K drops these posts before the game comes out, and you see like every statistical people are like 15 to 30 99. This is coming from a realistic aspect of what they did in the season. Like some people, they'll have certain people higher, like they'll have Kobe White higher than Nicola, but the way I have it, you might look at the rating and be like, oh, why is he 83, right? Kobe White 82. But the key thing is the how they play, their overall and their peaks and like so for example, the peak and boom and average percent, I have that I have it so where it's realistic. So Kobe White, he'll get better with his overall by his age. Nicola's gonna drop down. So you have to actually see that when y'all in the My NBA and all that. So thank y'all guys for that. And the next person will probably be I have to look on my list on the Bulls, but thank y'all guys. So Julian Phillips.